UFC Fight Night. Caio Borralho taking on Nassourdine Imavov. This is the full card predictions. This fight is determining who fights Khamzat Chimaev. We have another fight later in the coming months. We have Anthony Hernandez taking on RDR. So whether these two fights will determine who fights Khamzat. Yet I'm still kind of skeptical because we've seen in the past how Khamzat is very irregular with his activity. Nevertheless, we have 13 fights on the card here, ladies and gentlemen. One fight was pulled out. Faresia Ziam taking on Fernandez. That fight was cancelled. Ziam's Nana tragically passed away. Rest in peace. And whether they're going to find a replacement for Fernandez, the only time will tell. But nevertheless, let's get into it. The first fight on the night we have Shauna Bannon taking on Sam Hughes. Shauna Bannon, she's 7-1, fighting out of Ireland. She's all Ireland's got in the women's MMA in the UFC, and it's kind of embarrassing for them. She uses her side kicks like she's just fucking spamming the Y on her fucking controller. Her jab is ceased to exist. So I don't know how far she's going to get in her career in the UFC without a fucking goddamn jab. On the other hand, she's fighting Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes, very gritty. She's a gritty girl. She's 10-6. She was kind of going on and off. Losing, winning, losing. Now she's on a 2-fight win streak. Shauna Bannon's on a 2-fight win streak. In this fight, I honestly I'm going to be very surprised if Shauna Bannon can pull through here, man. Just being very one-dimensional as she is, man. There's only so far you can get, man. There's only so far much you can get. I feel like Sam Hughes can grit out a decision here, but you fucking never know. But that is basically the clear cut and dry fucking prediction for that fight. I've got Sam Hughes on decision. Moving on up the card, we have Rinat Fakhretdinov taking on Andreas Gustafsson. Rinat Fakhretdinov, he has been looking very sloppy lately, man. He reminds me kind of like Garam, where he's just kind of like falling off. He's 24-2. He's had some good wins. He's had some good wins, but his performances lately, man, have not impressed me at all. He's 33 years old, as opposed to Andreas Gustafsson. Andreas Gustafsson's 12-2. He's very much the guy that will sit down, put his head down, bite on the fucking mouthpiece, throw, maybe one or two heavy hands, and that's how he is. That's how he wants to get close to the clinch so that he can start grappling. He's fighting out of Sweden. He's 34 years old, right? Another fighter, man. Another fighter where I just truly believe, Andreas Gustafsson's going to, he's going to run into trouble eventually, man. With that kind of style, it's absolutely fucking annoying. Him against Chaos Williams, dead set, fucking 10 minutes of the fight was just literally them clinching, man. He has that fucking aggression, but holy fuck, bro. If you're fighting a guy that's kind of just a little bit technically sound, Chaos Williams isn't fucking technically sound, man. He's got a fucking side hustle. He's a fucking real estate agent, you know what I mean? And he still kind of gave a little bit of a fucking greedy decision with Andreas Gustafsson pulling through. In this fight here, I feel like Rinat Fakhretdinov can grind out a fucking gritty 3-round decision. Give me Rinat Fakhretdinov by decision. Moving on up the card, we have Brad Tavares taking on a Robert Bretsky. Robert Bretsky's fighting out of Poland. He's coming in on the as an underdog here. He's 35. And I'm not impressed in his last fight, man. He fought Ihor Potieria, and in the first fucking round, there was 2 fouls. Believe it or not, I think Robert fucking poked him in the eye at one point, and then Ihor Potieria deflected a fucking right hand, went down into his cup, got another fucking rest, right? This Robert Bretsky, dead set, man. He had 2 fucking rests in round 1 and still looked goddamn fucking sloppy in the end of the first and the second, third round, right? I don't like that, man. Ihor Potieria, you're fucking losing to a decision to Ihor Potieria. I don't fucking like it. On the other hand, we have Brad Tavares Hawaiian blood coming in. He is definitely the UFC fucking veteran in this fight, and we've seen this year veterans, just fucking doing well for themselves. He's 37 years old, and hot take. I see Brad Tavares, man. I honestly see Brad Tavares. He's very good at conserving his fucking energy. Every now and then, right? Maybe like after maybe the first round, in the second, he'll sit there, right? And all of a sudden he'll throw a nice 1-2 combination, nice, crispy and powerful, right? He's very good at conserving his energy. He's the vet in this fight. Give me Brad Tavares by second round KO. Moving on up the card, we have Sam Patterson taking on Trey Waters. Trey Waters, he's 9-1. He's coming in on the underdog here. He's 30 years old. He's very much like a stationary fighter. He'll sit there and wait, right? He'll sit there and wait. He's got one loss. He's got one loss, and that is a submission. Yet he's got in his amateurs, he's got two submission losses. So in his pros, he's got 3 submission losses in his entire career in the pros and amateurs, and that's the only 3 losses he has in the pros. He's 9-1, lost 1 decision, 1 fucking submission, got choked out. On the other hand, we have Sam Patterson. He's 13-2. He's looked really well in his last 3 fights, man. He's been fucking mowing cunts down in the fucking first rounds. You know what I mean? He's 29 years old. He's fighting out of the United Kingdom. And we've seen that Sam Patterson is coming into his own here. I'm really surprised with his submission game here. And if he can actually get his hands on a Trey Waters and expose how bad Trey Waters is with, his ground game, I truly believe that a Sam Patterson can lock up a submission. So give me a Sam Patterson by first or second round submission. Moving on up the card, we have Axel Solar taking on Reese McKee. I don't really know much about Axel Solar. He's 10-0, and that's fucking what's wigging me out. Don't really know much about him, but he's a 10-0 undefeated prospect out of France. Yet, I'm not really too surprised. French fighters, man, they're kind of like Canadians. You never know what the fuck you're going to get. You know what I mean? He's 27 years old. He's fighting in, obviously, his home country. I truly believe that. I don't know. I don't think that he's got too much more. I think Reese McKee can kind of put it on it. Reese McKee, he's 14-6. He's not too bad, man. He's very tall for the fucking division. He's 29. He's actually the slight underdog here. He's fighting out of Ireland. And I think that Reese McKee can actually pull through here. I think that Reese McKee is going to get the win here, man. So give me Reese McKee on decision. Moving to moving up to the card, we have Marcin Tybura taking on Ante Delija. Now, they fought before. These blokes have fought before. Marcin Tybura, he put away this bloke, man. He defeated this dude. He TKO'd him. Leg injury. So the bloke got a leg injury in the first round. Ante Delija. I'm pretty sure he trains alongside Tom Aspinall. But he's not married. I'm just sick of seeing these fucking fat, overweight, fucking goddamn heavyweights, man. And this is your fucking job. Smarten up. Smarten the fuck up. Anyway, Ante Delija, he's 25, 6 losses, 25 wins, 6 losses. He's 35. He's fighting out of Croatia. I don't rate it. I think Marcin Tybura can actually get a good win here. I think Marcin Tybura, the UFC vet here, he's 27 wins and 9 losses. He's fighting out of Poland. He's 39, so he's getting up there. But at the end of the day, again, heavyweights kind of their prime does get maybe into about 36. Okay, so they can age like a little bit more like fine wine here at heavyweight. Marcin Tybura is obviously, I think, will have the little bit of the ground game edge. So I really truly believe that Marcin Tybura will ground out a nice 3-round decision here. So give me Marcin Tybura on decision. Moving to the next fight, we have Omar Sy taking on Brenson Ribeiro. Brenson Ribeiro literally looks like he's kind of fucking a little bit fucking related to Mikel Pereira. A little bit. He's a little bit in the face. Omar Sy, he's very much like an athlete, man. And I feel like one downside to Omar Sy, man, he just doesn't have that cunt about him. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have that fucking like he doesn't have that fucking, you know what I mean? Like if once he has that, bro, and he imposes his will a little bit more and moves forward and starts hitting the fucking gym, work on your power, man. You've got good fucking wrestling, dude. You've got good fucking ground game. Work on your goddamn power. He's 11-1. He's 29 years old. He's an absolute fucking specimen. And honestly, man, like if you don't fucking KO Brenson Ribeiro here, he can get into some trouble. But needless to say, Brenson Ribeiro he's not bad on the ground, man. He's not bad on the ground. His last fight he got absolutely KO'd by Azamat Mazakhanov. Called that. He's 29 years old. And he's kind of like that cookie cutter, like fucking. I just truly believe he'll be like a fucking journeyman. He's a fucking journeyman. So give me Omar Sy. He's fighting out of France. He's fighting in his home country. And I'm gonna say he's gonna find Brenson Ribeiro's chin. And if he does, I'm gonna be fucking absolutely disappointed, man. Like, what are you doing? You're 29 years old. Let's start throwing some fucking power behind those fucking goddamn hands. Anyway, give me Omar Sy by KO. Moving up the card, we have William Gomez taking on Robert Richella. This is a clear-cut fucking... I think that William Gomez is going to school this dude. William Gomez, 14-3 as opposed to the Robert. He's 11-1. There's a few Polish fighters on the card as well, which is pretty funny. It's in France. William Gomez, he's good, man. He's a well-rounded good guy, man. He's good. He's good. He did lose. He did lose to a decision to Hyder Mill, but as I remember Hyder Mill, I'm pretty sure William Gomez won that fight, man. Come on. But you know, Hyder Mill, he's got a chin. He stayed in there, and he got the fucking goddamn robbery. But William Gomez, if he's feeling froggy, he will leap, man. So give me William Gomez by 3rd round stoppage. Moving on up the card, we have a Patricio Pitbull taking on a Losen Kita, the Black Panther. The Black Panther, he's 16-1. Going on a very good, he's got a good record here, man. His last fight, 21-8, the 21-8 dude. He fucking KO'd him. Elbow to ground. He's 27 years old. I reckon that Patricio Pitbull's in trouble here, man. I think Black Panther can actually get a fucking good win, man. I think that a Patricio Pitbull, like the UFC is banking on these dudes coming over from other fucking fight corporations, right? Fight leagues. They're coming over to these leagues, and the UFC is absolutely banking on these dudes to get fucking wiped. It makes the UFC look way better, man. So give me Black Panther. And I'm going to say Black Panther by 1st round KO. Moving on. Up the card, we have, and this is a very hot take. We're into the main card here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. So this is a second fight on the main card. And this is a very hot take. And I might actually piss people off with this fucking card. But let's go Paul Craig, baby. Let's go Paul Craig. He's fighting at a light heavyweight. Let's go. The only man to fucking submit Ankalaev in the light heavyweight division. He's an absolute specimen when he comes to on his back. And this is a very hot take, but Modestas Bukauskas, yes, he's been looking all right. He obviously trains alongside Tom Aspinall. He's one of Tom Aspinall's good mates. But I think that he's going to end up getting in trouble here. I think Paul Craig's going to lock up a submission. I'm going. Let's go. Let's go, Bear Jew, man. Let's go. Submission, baby. I'm going. Paul Craig by submission. Nothing more to say about that one. Let's move on to the next fight. We have Borralho taking on Mason Jones. Mason Jones, very gritty. Mason Jones, he's a very well all-round fighter. He likes to pick his shots very well. He's 16-2, fighting out of Wales. He's 30 years old, and I think that this is a good win for him, man. He's got a very much more, a little bit more experience. Borralho, he's all right, man. He's not bad. He's not bad on the feet, but I don't like that. I think that I don't like it. Mason Jones, man. I reckon he's just way more of a dog in this fight, man. He's way more of a dog. I don't like Borralho. He's going to get outdogged here. Give me Mason Jones on decision. Moving to the co-main event, we have a BSD Benoit Saint Denis taking on a Mauricio Ruffi, and this is another fucking hot take I've got here right now. Benoit Saint, I think that Benoit Saint Denis is going to fucking retire here. He's going to retire here in his home country. Let's get into the fight, because this guy has a chin, right? And he's 14-3. His last fight, he got a good submission win. He's not going to submit Mauricio Ruffi. Okay? I think they're very much more smart at fighting nerds. And, you know, obviously Caio, Borralho, they don't really have much more of... They don't have that wrestling kind of, you know, style coming out of fighting nerds. But they are very, very smart when it comes to this kind of thing, right? And I think that Mauricio Ruffi is... He's 12-1, right? He's fighting out of Brazil. He's 29 years old. And he's been looking absolutely phenomenal. Yes, he's only 12-1, right? And people are glazing him like he's like 30-0. Next Conor McGregor. I don't really see him being the next Conor McGregor, but he definitely has that Conor McGregor-esque type style. He's got that karate stance. He's a sniper by trade. And I think this is so dirty, man. BSD, I don't think that he can say no to fights. I think he just says yes to anything. He'll just say yes. Give me Mauricio Ruffi, man. Mauricio Ruffi is going to fucking piece up a Benoit Saint Denis. And I'm going to see how much fucking power shots this guy can take to the fucking skull. And I think that Ruffi's going to fucking do an absolute fucking highlight reel KO here, man. And I'm going to go much to say that it's going to be like some sort of fucking like... The way Mauricio Ruffi picks his fucking shots and comes in with that fucking overhand, and it's just so nice and crisp. BSD is not going to be able to take much more of them. Yes, Poirier put him out, but Poirier was in the pocket, right? Poirier was in the pocket. Mauricio Ruffi is completely the opposite. Mauricio Ruffi likes to stay on the outside, pick his shots, sniper-esque type style. Give me Mauricio Ruffi by fucking KO, and I'm going to say... It's going to be damage-wise. Second round, KO. I think BSD is not going to be able to take too many of them. And I think Mauricio Ruffi's going fucking highlight reel, second round KO. Moving to the main events of the evening, we have Nassourdine Imavov taking on Caio Borralho. Caio Borralho lately has been doing a lot of media. I was watching fights and he's doing the fucking commentary. He's all over the shop. He's 17-1. He looks alright, man, and he's got a very good fucking chin. But, oh man, Imavov has shown us that this guy has absolutely fucking heavy hands and he has got some good fucking boxing, man. He's really developed his boxing, and, you know, he's got good takedown defense, not like Caio Borralho is going to even fucking... Caio Borralho might even end up going out here trying to take down a Nassourdine Imavov, but I think that it's not going to... That's definitely not going to play a factor here. I think Imavov is smart enough to keep it on the feet. Caio Borralho is going to be very quick. He's got that karate-esque type style again, but I think Imavov can pick these shots. And there's only so much... This is a 5-round fight here, ladies and gentlemen. And there's so much that you can do on the feet. Like Caio Borralho, yeah, he can run a drum. But I think he's going to eventually end up slowing down, man. Like, he's going to end up taking too many shots. End of the second. Third round, Imovov's going to take over. Fourth round, he's going to take over. It might be competitive in the fourth. Fifth, give me Imavov by decision. And that's going to be a very good win for him. And we will see if Khamzat is going to be a fucking active fighter and fight either Nassourdine Imavov or fucking Anthony Hernandez. I think Anthony Hernandez is going to fucking take out an RDR. This is your host, Nick Hollins, with Punches and Profits. Like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace!